We're gonna play asset flip slop. We love slop games. We do love slop games. How do I remove a game that was on here, though? There it is. There's not even main menu music. Is there music at all? Okay. Goodness, what is this? What? You know, when I said okay, I guess I didn't know what I was agreeing to. Oh, hang on, we can switch camera. Bocce? It's kind of it kind of is. This isn't Trickshot Simulator. This is you're bored and waiting for formation simulator. Oh my god, did they actually model the table so that it isn't fucking level? I think they did. Yeah, the table isn't level. Oh my god, that's evil. That's actually evil. Fuck you. Oh my god. The fucking table is warped. Because it was bought in an IKEA. No, I'm not gonna slander IKEA furniture like that. IKEA furniture is actually really fucking good. You like that marble? What one? This 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 game's incredible. Marathon. I want you guys to understand. Marathon was $30. This game was $5.99. And it's already made me laugh heartily. Can I hit the timer? Well, if I could aim, I could. Hey, we hit the timer. Riona heartily. No, we do not discuss the evil that is turn-based JRPGs here. Specifically, those of the Final Fantasy variety. Did you know that Final Fantasy was called that because it was going to be the last game that Square Enix was going to make? They were running out of money, and it was going to be the last one. And hot take, it fucking should have been the last one. Because those games suck ass. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I will not be taking any questions. Well, except for 3. 3 is pretty good. I actually do like Final Fantasy 3, but that's because it's an SNES game, and I actually like a lot of SNES games. And that one's actually cool. It's got some really neat characters in it. I can't remember any of their names. One of the Final Fantasy games was good. I'll let you decide which. The one with the rabbit girl. I think her name's Fran. I don't even know what Final Fantasy game that is. I just know that there's a rabbit girl in there who's got very long legs and her name is Fran. And she was so popular, they put her in other games. My opinion is based, your opinion is cringe. I will not be taking any questions. It's already too late, people who disagree with me. I've already drawn you as the crying soy jack. When I say Final Fantasy 3, do I mean Final Fantasy 3 or Final Fantasy 6? I mean the one that they sold in the United States is Final Fantasy 6. That one's Final Fantasy 3, right? As you can probably tell, I'm not really a Final Fantasy fan. Final Fantasy? Alright. Let's play a different one. Oh, damn, there's a lot of them. We can do a bottle flip. Oh, fuck you! I actually don't understand how you're supposed to do this one. Because I'm like, I'm... This game sucks. Oh, man. All right, all right, all right. You know, I like the look of this one. I like the look of this one. Oh my god. How? How are you meant to do this? Ooh! Oh! Oh, man! Okay, no, never mind. This one's doable. This one's absolutely doable. The moment it hits more than one pan. The moment it hits more than one pan. It's like instant dopamine hit. It is impossible to do it from this camera angle, though. Oh! We're never getting any closer than that. That's the closest we're gonna get. That is the closest we're gonna get. We will never get any closer than this. Can we just drop it directly into the cup? We can! Oh my god, that counts! What? That doesn't count. That doesn't count. Clear bounce ball stage. Oh my god, I got an achievement. Best game ever, 10 out of 10, game of the year. You know what's really funny? I was watching the viewer count, and I watched it go from 88 to, to 110. Stream idea, this IRL, but using stuff from Zach's collection of stuff. Ooh. Trickshot the tungsten cube IRL. I don't have a tungsten cube, though. I have a titanium cube. You want a trick shot of Geiger counters? When I went to the Atomic Testing Museum in Vegas, they had a whole wall of Geiger counters, and I was just like, oh man, I want more Geiger counters. And then there was a family that was there. They had an exhibit at this museum that was, they had a Geiger counter, and then they had a bunch of materials in a little like spinning wheel thing, and you could put the Geiger counter on it, and it would read from the it would read what the levels were. And there was this family that was there that was like messing around with it. They had their 2 kids that were there, and their kids were probably like under the age of, I don't know, like 12 or something. And I was like, do you want to know like how the Geiger counter works? Because I actually have this exact model of Geiger counter. So I gave a random family a like crash course on how to use a Ludlum Model 33A Geiger counter. So I think you're supposed to be going for like the very center of that pot. This one right there. Yeah, the kid that was messing around with the Geiger counter was very, very excited to learn how it works. The joke about SHOT Show is that oh my god, that was so close. The joke about SHOT Show is that you see like Chinese dudes there with like very, very expensive cameras. Oh my god. Taking photos and video of like every product until the people working at the booth get really annoyed and ask them to leave. I was basically that dude at the Atomic Testing Museum. I was taking entirely too many photos and videos of the bombs that were in there. Just like, I need to know as much about this nuclear weapon as possible. Which is funny because the when they have nuclear weapons at a museum, they're never actually accurate. They're close. But they're not 100% accurate. Oh my god. And unarmed, right? Oh yeah, they're just empty casings. But like before they get those empty casings, usually some government entity, whether it be the Air Force or Sandia National Laboratories or Lawrence Livermore National Laboratories, someone basically says, yeah, you can, or the Department of Energy. Well, it's not really the Department of Energy for atomic bombs, but one of them basically is like, hey, you can't display this stuff on the nuclear weapon. So they have to like make changes to it. And then sometimes the government will just decide, you know what, we don't really want people knowing that this is on the outside of the nuclear weapon. So they send people out to the museums that have those weapons, and then they make changes to them. I don't know where that one went. There's an old Titan missile silo you can visit south of Tucson here in Arizona. Oh, I know. I want to go there really bad. And supposedly, I have no idea if this is true or not. Oh my god. I have no idea if this is true or not. But supposedly, for the nuclear weapons that are at museums, when someone decides to change them, in order to allay any suspicion, the people who modify them arrive in Entenmann's donut trucks. This is a great game for IRL lore dumps. It really is. Now, I have no idea if that's true or not. It's just something I've heard. Because, like, why are you going to question there's an Entenmann Donuts truck outside of the business or the museum? But if there's a big truck that's outside that's like, oh my god, U.S. Department of making nukes less scary. Like every single fucking boomer is gonna be like, now what's it you're doing out here? What are you doing? What are you doing out here today? I got impatient there, sorry. This is a great game. I kind of wish that it would stop despawning the ping pong balls, though. Because I kind of wish that it would just keep loading the ping pong balls until it literally crashes the game. That would actually make me happy. If you have to do it before it crashes the game. Anyway, if you want to know more stuff about nuclear weapons, specifically if you want to know a bunch of information about nuclear weapons that's actually really fucking cool, and anyway, if you want to know a bunch of information about nuclear weapons that's really cool, there's a book that is where is it? Hang on. Hold please. Hold please. Oh, I thought there was okay. I thought there was like something else, but it's Atom Bombs: The Top Secret Inside Story of Little Boy and Fat Man by John Coster Mullen. It's available on Amazon. And what's crazy is it was written by a dude who had been basically a fucking truck driver. And he wanted to make a very accurate scale model of the Little Boy and Fat Man atomic bombs. And he just kind of did a lot of research, and as it turns out, the government is really bad at keeping stuff classified. Apparently, he had multiple people that were tried to get the book to like get removed And basically it was like, no, the government said that this information was okay to be out there. So, no, you can't publish that book. It's going to teach people how to make nuclear weapons. Well, the US government said it was okay to release this information. So, do atomic weapons actually scale down to that size? No, it's like a little plastic model. He was trying to make like a little plastic model with like a cutaway of the inside of it. Beep boop. Ooh, that was close. This is a great game. Here, I'm gonna get this one without looking. Check this out. See, it went in. Can you, like, move at all? No, you can't. It's just... Thank you very much, a Trick Sam. I heard of David Hahn. Yes, I have. For those who don't know, David Hahn is the quote-unquote radioactive Boy Scout who built a breeder reactor in the shed behind his house and basically filled his entire neighborhood with radioactive materials. Was not a smart thing to do. The moral of the story is, don't take apart a bunch of smoke detectors and then make a breeder reactor in your shed out of styrofoam cooler. Thank you very much, Warrior. 4356 for the 9 months of subscription. Oh, we gotta, since we have a hype train going, I'm gonna turn off emote only chat. But then I will turn emote only chat back on once the hype train ends. So if you guys do not want to be stuck in emote only chat, you gotta keep the hype train going. Thank you very much, a big scary I'm sorry, thank you very much, E-Man 881122 for the 1 month of subscription. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Nab2150 for the 25 months. 25 months, over 2 years of subscription. Thank you so much, Nab. Stream is dropping frames hard right now. Yeah, that's... Oh my god, that's what it do. That's what it do. Thank you so much, Delta4904, for the 25 months, 25 month gang. The moral of the story, by the way, there are 3 minutes and 45 seconds left on the hype train. The moral of the story about nuclear weapons secrecy is that you can find information on basically anything provided you are willing to do enough digging. Hear ye, hear ye! 5 gifted subscriptions! Thank you so much, a big scary hobo, for the 5 gifted subscriptions. These ping pong balls are gonna have dented this pan by the time I get done. I live right next to Fort Huachua, where we used to store nuclear-armed tomahawks, and apparently have 3 alien corpses buried somewhere on base. No, the alien corpses aren't buried on base there. Everyone knows that the alien corpses are buried... Sorry, I'm trying to make this shot. Everyone knows that the alien corpses are buried at Aberdeen Proving Grounds because nobody would think to look in Maryland. Nobody's gonna think to look in Maryland for alien bodies. Everyone knows this. Three minutes and 20 seconds left on the hype train, everybody. Project Pluto's ceramics were used to brew beer. That's partially true. This is making fun noises. Thank you very much, Boom Shot, for the 100 bits. Can someone explain to me why rebarreling a rifle in some random com block super cartridge is a terrible idea? Because we're... Okay, buy ammo for it. Anyway, Project Pluto was a plan to make a cruise missile that was powered by an unshielded nuclear reactor. And it would fly along, dropping nuclear weapons out of it, just blasting radioactive material out the back of it. And it was basically like a planned project for a doomsday weapon. And I think Project Pluto was technically the name for the reactor, but anyway, it was this idea that the US government had that was too fucking crazy for, like, the 1960s US government. They were like, this is too insane. A nuclear MIRV? No, those exist. MIRVs are a real thing. MIRVs are the things that are inside an ICBM. MIRV stands for Multiple Independent Reentry Vehicle. That's what MIRV stands for. This was a I don't want to say hypersonic, but it was very, very high speed. Absolutely insane doomsday weapon. Anyway, because it was running on an unshielded reactor, all of the components inside the missile, well, not all the components, but most of the components inside the engine of the missile were operating at above what their melting temperature would be. So they had to make a bunch of the components out of ceramics. Thank you guys so much for getting all the way to a level 3 hype train, but now emote only chat will begin. Ooh. Oh my god, that was so close. Okay, they had to make everything out of ceramic, and the company that they contracted to make these ceramic components was the Coors Bottling and Ceramic Company. And if the name Coors sounds familiar, it's because one of Coors' side projects is making beer. Oh my god. Now, if I understand correctly, Coors already had ceramic beer brewing vats. They did not necessarily use the leftovers of Project Pluto to start brewing beer. But thank you very much, Warrior, for the 50 bits. What about Project Sundial? Yeah, Teller was a fucking lunatic. Teller was a lunatic. If you don't know what Project Sundial is, it was Teller's idea. And it was basically a absolutely fucking massive hydrogen bomb. Edward Teller had this weird obsession with making atomic bombs bigger and bigger and bigger. In fact, there has been a lot of information that has come out recently that Edward Teller was actually like so unhelpful during the Manhattan Project that Oppenheimer basically had to put him onto his own like fucking project because he just wouldn't work with anybody else. He just kept working on, but how do I make this bomb bigger though? And they're like, bitch, we don't even have the bomb done yet. It's not done yet. Why the fuck are you talking about a hydrogen bomb? Stop it. We're not even done with the atomic bomb. Yeah, but I want to make it bigger though. It's not finished. So yeah, they had to keep fucking bitching at him to get him to fucking do anything. And his brilliant plan was because hydrogen bombs are theoretically limitless in size. You can kind of just keep scaling a hydrogen bomb up. The problem is, once it gets to a certain size, you can't really fucking move it anymore. It gets too big. So his brilliant plan to end the global arms race was we build a bomb the size of a building that's in the gigatons, that if detonated will basically crack the fucking planet in half and end all life on the planet. Fortunately, basically everyone he talked to about this idea was like, dude, can you shut the fuck up? Like, that is such a stupid idea. So, thank God for that. Teller is one of the two people that is responsible for the Teller Ulem 2-stage design for a thermonuclear warhead. And it's very, very... In fact, it's basically... It's very likely that it should be called the Ulam Teller 2-stage design, because I don't know, basically every time Ulam started talking about how the megatons that the bomb could potentially produce, Teller would just start furiously masturbating. So seems like emote only breaks Twitch and drops frames like no tomorrow. No, it doesn't. Frames are really bad right now. Yeah. It's just Comcast being fucking terrible. Thank you very much, Nab, for the 500 bits. I hope my stream is working tomorrow. I hope it works tomorrow, but we'll see. How dare I introduce you to Sulfur? I didn't make you download it. Oh my god! My voice is surprisingly clear. Yeah, that's the thing that's really frustrating about this, is the audio always comes through just fine. The audio always comes through perfectly fine. It's just the video doesn't work. And I can't... If I buy a different router, that will legitimately be like a waste of money. Because it only does this occasionally. This is not a consistent thing. Ethernet? No, it's not Ethernet. Because like I said, it's not consistent. I was playing Halo the other day and wanted to get your thoughts on the top-loading pump-action shotgun practicality-wise. It's a science fiction shotgun. It's a video game gun. Was that your end that was stuttering? Nope, it's your computer. There is literally nothing wrong with my internet. It's absolutely perfect in every single way. There's nothing wrong with it. I get 20 borjillion gigapetabits per second. Why are we so... We invented Wi-Fi, for God's sake. Why are we so crap with internet? Because there isn't actually a single person that understands how the internet works. No one knows how the internet works. We took a bunch of rocks and convinced them to think. The internet isn't real. You're actually hallucinating right now. Oh my god. The IT guys understand? No, they don't. They don't understand. They're lying. They're lying, you guys. They don't actually understand. It's just like everyone who works for the IRS doesn't actually know how to do taxes. They don't even know what taxes are. None of this is real. Except this can of Sprite. That's real. Do I have any new car stories? No, but I do have a, I replaced the weather stripping on my door today story. I replaced the weather stripping on my door today. That's it. That's the end of the story. I unironically am enjoying this more than Marathon. Thank you very much, Padre Reed, for the 21 months, nearly 2 years of subscription. Thank you so much. Do 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 do. Do do do. Am I gonna finish RE9 on stream? Yeah. I'm planning on playing it tomorrow. I just wanted to try out Marathon because it just came out. And then I really didn't like it. And I felt bad just like ending the stream. So I decided to play some asset flip slop. And I gotta admit, this game is a lot more entertaining than I thought it was gonna be. I haven't even tried the other games yet. Well, I tried one of them. No, 2 of them. Is there aiming? There is aiming. I'm just it's kind of inconsistent. Like you aim by moving the mouse, and it's not great. How much time are we on this? Good lord, I've been doing this for 39 minutes. Having ADHD is both a blessing and a curse. No, it's just a curse. It's fucking horrible. I can't tell you how bad it is having ADHD. It fucking sucks. What is the best Girl Scout cookie? I mean, that's going to be a matter entirely of personal opinion. My favorite one is the Thin Mint. But pro tip for you guys, you don't have to wait for them to be selling Girl Scout cookies. They sell them at Aldi. Not Girl Scout cookies, but it's they sell knockoff Girl Scout cookies at Aldi. Just go to Aldi. That box makes a funny noise when you drop it when the ball lands on it. At least it did. Alright, anyway. Those upside down person, what is a Thin Mint? It's a mint flavored, like, graham cracker cookie with chocolate around it. Chocolate coated mint flavored graham cracker cookie. Which, by the way, graham crackers. Well, so graham crackers now are not like what they were initially. But the original graham crackers were supposed to be a dietary supplement that would stop you from masturbating. Guy was crazy. So that's what cornflakes were made for? Yep, same thing. Kellogg was also crazy. Slightly less crazy. Thought that was cornflakes? No, both Kellogg and, I don't know what his first name was, but Graham. Both Kellogg and Graham were kind of fuck crazy. Kellogg was more about the, like, healthy living. then then it stops you from masturbating, but that was an added bonus. How is that supposed to work? I don't know. It's so bland and boring that you decide that you don't want to masturbate anymore. I don't know. I'm not sure. Look, man, it was the 1920s. They didn't have Xbox back then. Shit was weird. Actually, was it the 1920s? I'm sorry. It might have been earlier than the 1920s. I'm sorry. Might have been like the fucking 1800s. I can't fucking remember. They put hormone blockers in the food at Navy boot camp. No, they don't. I've heard that myth so many fucking times. I cannot fucking tell you how many times I've heard that myth. They put saltpeter in the food in basic training so that you don't masturbate. They put hormone blockers in the food in basic training so you don't masturbate. It's not fucking true. It isn't true. Do you know how much fucking money that would cost? Navy can't afford that shit. They gotta buy like 30 new aircraft carriers. Like, anytime you hear a myth about the Navy doing something like that, anytime you hear a myth about the Navy, I want you to think about this. Would the Navy rather have X, whatever the myth is about, would they rather have that, or would they rather have one more I don't remember what fighter jet the Navy's using right now. FA-18? Whatever, pick whatever jet. F-35? I think that's the Marines, not the Navy, but I don't know. Oh my god! Oh my god, we got it! We got it, and I was talking about I don't know what fucking jet the Navy's using. God fucking damn it! It only took 1,595 tries, 44 minutes, and 46 seconds. Holy shit. Alright, let's watch. Let's watch. Let's watch. Let's watch. Yo, there it is! Do it again? I wasn't looking. Oh, wow, it actually saved it. Holy shit. It actually saved it. It actually, like, saved it on my computer. I'm gonna make a copy of that. I'm making a copy of that. Hang on, hang on. There. Hang on, we'll do one more. Ready? Ready? No. Only took us 44 minutes and 46 seconds. Okay. Oh my god, it moves? This one's evil. We hit the cup. That's like, that counts, right? So because I was thinking about Resident Evil 9, because I have been playing it. We are going to play it more tomorrow. But because I was thinking about Resident Evil 9, I suddenly remembered the like 13-year-old video. Oh my god. The 13-year-old video from Red Letter Media of them watching the end of one of the Resident Evil movies. I fucking forget which one it is. And then just like dying laughing because of how fucking stupid it is. And I went back and watched that and like, holy fuck, the Resident Evil movies are so fucking bad. I've been talking about the live action ones. Oh my god. That was like really close. Do I agree with Leon's weapon choices in Resident Evil 9? No, they're all fucking terrible. I think Leon might actually just like really fucking bad guns. But then that doesn't explain Resident Evil 4. Because Resident Evil 4, he's using a USP. Well, okay, so the 4 remake. The original, it's a weird amalgamation of like 18 different guns, but that's just because I don't think Shinji Mikami knows anything about firearms. Well, no, that's not true, because he directed Resident Evil 2. So clearly he knows, like, something. It's just got to be the people he was working with. It's just like, why, Leon, why are you once again going into a situation where you're going to need to fight a bunch of BOWs? You know there's a bunch of BOWs, Leon. You know there's a bunch that are there. In 4, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt for 4, because you don't know that there's going to be BOWs in 4. The fact that there were BOWs at all caught you completely off guard. So I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt for 4. Except that, no, I'm not going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Because, why the fuck are you going looking for the president's daughter with a pistol and 1 magazine for it, Leon? The fuck is your problem? Thank you very much, Vicky13. So, you know you're going to be fighting a bunch of BOWs. It would be nice if the ball would consistently... It doesn't consistently bounce, you know. You're gonna go fight a bunch of BOWs, so why are you bringing a handgun and 1 magazine? Yeah, you've got the giant fuck-off like, hand cannon thing. Which is also stupid, but, you know, whatever. I love that in Resident Evil 4, the cops are using $15 Baofangs. Yeah, especially because that takes place in, like, 2005. So, like, where did they get those? From the future? From the future! You know who else really likes bad guns? The Colonial Marines and aliens that use the VP-70. According to the Colonial Marine Technical Manual, the standard she shot armors in 1911. See, you guys need to just not care. Nobody cares about guns. Nobody is ever going to get anything right about guns. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is bouncing ping pong ball. Look at me. Guns are temporary. But Trickshot is eternal. You don't think you've ever seen a blued python? Then you are not a real fan of my channel, because if you were, you would have seen the video where I showed the blued Colt python that I own. Trickshot. Only took us 8 minutes. Only took us 8 minutes. Let's watch that shit again, boy! I'm gonna save that one too. We're gonna save that one as well. Look at that! I can't believe we've gotten 2 of these things. Marble half pipe. I like that they didn't even... Oh my god. They couldn't even actually... Oh, dude, there's no way I'm doing this one. Emote only chat. Emote only chat. Beep boop. Uh-oh. Guys, I think the ptarmigans are back. Hang on, let me redo that. Guys, I think the ptarmigans are back. I don't want to do this one. I don't like this one. I don't like this one. What is what is chip 3 in a row? Okay. Oh, Lord. How are you supposed to do this one? Is this one even doable? Well, okay, we got one. We got one. Oh my god. Once... Thank you very much, Piglet, for the 14 months of subscription. Thank you so much. So once you get the first one, you have to get 2 and 3 then. You have... only one chance once you land the first one. We won't be doing that. In progress. I don't think we'll be doing that one. What's this one? This is another ping pong ball one. What? Where did that one go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Why does it keep throwing them over there? This game is incredible. The controls, I need you guys to understand the controls for this game are... You move the mouse, that's it. Oh! Ah! Ah! Are you fucking kidding me? This one is not doable. This is not doable because you have to throw the card, switch, bounce the ball. Oh my god, this isn't doable. Yeah, that's... nope. That one is not doable. There's no way. Can we go back to pots? Probably. Dude, no! No way! No way! No way! Yeah, it's easy. You just get the cup over there. It's easy. It's so easy, you guys. The cup just goes over there. Gunsmith Sim? I'm never playing Gunsmith Sim again. Let me rephrase that. You give me $5,000, I'll play Gunsmith Sim again. Doop, doop. No, 5,000 US dollars. And it has to be one person. It can't be, all right, guys, let's all get together and pinch our pennies together so that we can get Zach to play the game. It has to be one person. One person has to give me $5,000, then I'll play Gunsmith Sim again. For a period of time of my choosing. I should get points for that. Look at that. Look, they landed on each other the weird way. All right, everyone, we need to cash app someone a few bucks so we can build up $5,000. Well, if you guys are going to do that, you have to take the, there's no business discussions in my Twitch chat, so you'll need to take that elsewhere. This is strictly a no business zone. Except for the business of throwing these cups. Yo! Yeet! 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 Alright, fine. We're not going to yeet anymore. Throne? I'm not putting it on throne. Oh, okay, so that was a good... That was the correct distance. That's the right distance. Who's gonna clean up these cups? I mean, you guys are. You're cleaning up the cups. It's so weird how, like, inconsistent it is. I mean, I am throwing a plastic cup, though. It's not exactly a precision instrument. It's a cup. Try to land a cup on the alarm clock. All right. Yeet! Hang on. Yeet! Ooh. Okay, you know what? Maybe we can. All right, Chad, if I land a cup on the alarm clock, you have to give me $10,000. Does the $10,000 contribute to the Gunsmith Sim goal? No, they're two separate things. This is just you give me $10,000 because you think I'm really cool. Can we pay him Monopoly money? Yeah, you can use Euro if you want. I mean, what is a euro? What's a euro? Like 50 cents? That's probably overestimating. It's got to be like 5 cents or something. Yeet. Oh. Okay, hang on. This is the one. This is the one that's going to land on the alarm clock. Hang on. I'm going to 360 no scope this one. Check this out. Check this out. Watch this. Perfect. Oh, what if I get one in the basket? Can we get one in the basket? I don't get anything for getting a cup in the basket. I'm just saying. I just want to see if I can get one in there. It's on the shelf? Wait, does that say gasoline? Bro, why do I have just a fucking metal container of gasoline in my attic? Why is my attic so large? Ah! I know I'm supposed to be getting the cup. Like... into that cup. Maybe this is just an oddly shaped basement. Maybe. See, the great part about this game is that I don't have to actually pick any of these cups up. Oh, it bounced off the handle. If one lands in the basket, I'm gonna call that a win. This game's so fucking stupid. This game's so dumb. From downtown, hip. From downtown again, hip. No, okay. One more. All right. Ooh. See, the problem is I'm not putting, like, spin on the cup. So even if it lands over there, it's not Oh, dude. Most realistic post-apocalyptic bunker simulator. If there was an apocalypse and this is my bunker, I would just be down there doing shit like this and talking to nobody, but pretending that I'm talking to chat. No, that's not true. I'd be reading. And just making weird fucking noises. Here, I'll give you guys an accurate simulation of what it would be like. It would just be like meep 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 boink 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 boink. Wow 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 boink. Whoop. Whoop. All right. So yeah, that's basically what it would be. Man, what a great game. I'm not sure why Bungie took this direction for the marathon game. I guess they really had to pay that artist a lot of money, and they just didn't have any more room for development, you know? Weird game, though. Very different from how, like, the early playtests went. Squirrel Game was more amusing? I don't know. What is Squirrel Game? Do you mean Squirrel with a gun? I don't know. That game was fun for like 10 minutes, and then it kind of is just the same joke for however fucking long that game is. It's like, it was like Goat Simulator in that you understand the premise of Goat Simulator in the first like 2 seconds of the game. You understand what Goat Simulator is, and then you really don't need to play it any more than that. I know someone who bought all the aluminum foil from Costco to wrap their house due to a forest fire. See, the joke's on them because aluminum actually enhances radio signals. So now the forest fire is going to be just programming its MK Ultra brainwaves directly into the house, and then the house is going to start on fire of its own volition. Guy's real stupid. He should have been ordering actual tin foil. Or lead foil. What about the game where you take sexy pictures of soda cans? I don't know what that is. But you temporarily have my interest. What is this sexy soda can game? I swear to God, if it's called OnlyFans, I fucking quit. If it's called OnlyFans, I quit. Sorry, I'm sorry, Only Cans. If it's called Only Cans, I quit. Yes, it's called Only Cans? Fuck you. No way. No way. No, I don't need help with Trickshot Simulator, Steam. What only cans thirst date. Oh my god, the legally distinct version of Sprite is called Shiz. I hate this. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. Now that's a Zach game? No, it fucking isn't. It isn't a Zach game. It's stupid. There's nothing sexy about soda cans. It's a Larry game. It might be a Larry game, but there are several games that are Larry games that he has prepared. Most of them are about horses. Man, this one's difficult. You gotta put a lot of spin on these cups. Would I own an Atomic Annie? No, I wouldn't. Where am I gonna put a 200mm howitzer in the two vehicles that tow it? Why is he throwing it to the sides and not straight? I kind of hurt my wrist last night doing your mom. So that's why it's kind of going off to different directions. Sorry. I'll try to do a little bit better. That was mean. That was mean. I feel bad. Ooh, okay. No, you have to put a lot of spin on the cup to get it to, like... to get it to fly straight, and it is not easy to control this game. No, I will actually start banning people if you start saying that. I actually had to ban people previously for saying that, and I will start banning them again. I'm not fucking joking. That makes me, like, deeply uncomfortable. I fucking hate it. Ah! Wah. Wah. I was doing better when I was making goofy noises. Wah. 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 Alright. It seems like all of these other ones are very, very difficult. Oh, lordy. Thank you very much, 9 at Chan and Nathan, for the 1 month of subscription. Reject humanity, return to duck. Wah. Man, if I throw it the way I think I need to, you just fucking yeet them in the wrong direction. Okay, that one wasn't bad. Is the audio out of sync? Probably. This game is not very well made. Hey everyone, let's play 52 card pickup. Alright, pick them up. Go. Man, what a game. Alright. Oh, I didn't want to play it. Oh, no, I did. I did. Alright. I love that you can just cheat this one by just dropping the ball in there. It's still not easy, but it's easier than actually doing it. See? Did it in 51. There we go. All right. Well, I'm ready to be done for this evening. My eyeballs are starting to hurt. So I think that's a good point to end. I think that is a good point to end for this evening. Thank you guys very much for tuning into the stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. At least until Vampire Mansion, trick shots are a thing. If they added a trick shot mode to Vampire Mansion where you have to get a ping pong ball to land perfectly in Velena's cleavage, I would absolutely play that. I would 100% play that. You hear that, Etiro E Games? You hear that? I will play that. I will buy that DLC for Vampire Mansion. I will pay you $15 for that DLC for Vampire Mansion. I will pay you half the cost of Marathon. What a fucking DLC that would be. It would be amazing DLC. Anyway, thank you guys very much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you had fun. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you all so much to everyone who subscribed, or gifted subscriptions, or donated bits. I really appreciate it. Thank you to all the VOD watchers over on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had fun. And I will see you next time. Alright, we're gonna get cow jump scared. You guys ready? Moo.